did we just watch? I just wrapped up watching, I think, season 3, episode 6 of The Mandalorian, and it was definitely different. Definitely an episode. I'm gonna give you my quick, honest, spoiler-filled thoughts on the episode, so if you want to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, and then come back later. Some things to enjoy, but a lot of things to criticize with this episode. This is probably one of the most ill-timed side quests in Mandalorian history, and it might be my least favorite episode in all 3 seasons of The Mandalorian because of this. But to quickly recap the episode, even the opening scene of this episode felt off. We're introduced to a forbidden romance between the Quarren leader and Amon Calamari, who's escaped his family, who was really used just to re-establish Bo-Katan's former companions, who are now privateers and led by axe wolves. Now, this prologue would have been fine if this plotline led anywhere in this episode, but these two are never to be seen again. Maybe this is being used for a future plotline, but right here just felt unnecessary. The episode then shifts its focus to Bo-Katan and Din as they are on Pleasure 15, where they're looking to recruit axe wolves and his gang into the Mandalorians. But instead of that, they're diverted to the leader of Pleasure 15, and here's where the cameo fest comes in, because we get Jack Black and Lizzo cameos in this episode. I had a smile on my face the whole time just because I love Jack Black and Lizzo, as they task Bo-Katan and Din to help them to solve this mysterious case of their former battle droids being used to hurt their citizens. Which is when we meet the head of security, Doc Brown, aka Christopher Lloyd. Another great cameo, love me some Christopher Lloyd. But honestly, these cameos just look like, ooh, everyone, look, Christopher Lloyd, Jack Black, Lizzo, look, ooh. Anyway, they then make their way to the docks where the battle droids are working, and one of them gets out of line, and this episode quickly turns into Blade Runner meets iRobot. Din's able to stop this battle droid with an excellent form tackle, not leading with the head, A+. That could be an NFL linebacker. And they take the droid out before it could harm anyone else, which takes them to a droid cantina where they get more information. Honestly, I was kind of hoping this episode would touch on like slave labor, but it never does, which is when they go to the morgue for droids. It's at the morgue that they finally find out who's been behind the droid attacks. Predictably, it's the head of security. Before getting apprehended, he does go into a pretty cool spiel about how he agrees with Count Dooku, but it's cut off shortly. I honestly think it would have been pretty interesting to hear what he had to say. He's apprehended and sent to live on a moon. We get more of these two. Grogu gets knighted by Lizzo for some odd reason, probably just because he's so cute. This just adds more fuel to the fire that he's going to be the Jedi Mandalorian that Jon Favreau's been raving about. Then in the last 5 minutes, we get this shoehorn battle between axe wolves and Bo-Katan. Side note, but this move right here was impeccable. It was so damn cool. But this whole subplot felt very rushed, and it should have been the main focus of this episode. She beats him, but he tells her that she could never be the true ruler of Mandalorian because she doesn't wield the darksaber, which Din then reveals the technicality of how it's technically hers. Just how he got captured earlier in the season, she beat the guy that captured him, and she's given the darksaber at the end of the episode. The whole time I was like, why didn't Din just do this earlier? Was he just waiting for other people? I guess it makes sense, right? But it's becoming clear this show has always been about Bo-Katan being the leader of the Mandalorians. It's called The Mandalorian, not The Mandalorian. Mama Bo supremacy. But given where the last episode left off, this definitely felt like such a weird place to take this episode. Are we ever going to see Moff Gideon? There's only 2 episodes left. One thing's for sure, I can't wait to see Bo-Katan use that darksaber again.